friend, it's Amy with Renewing Stitches. How are you? I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're ready for another Flosstube Extra. This is a series, if you're new, hi. This is a series of flip-throughs vintage magazines. These are the magazines that I remember stitching from and receiving in the mail. Not all of them. I don't remember like the last one that I did, the episode 26th, the Cross Quick. I don't remember that one, but I do remember many of them that I have. Anyway, I'm flipping through the vintage magazines. These are from the 80s and 90s, and I have some from the early 2000s, but they're 80s and 90s, and I hope you enjoy them too. I love looking through them. I love stitching from them. The backstitch was intensive then. good skill to have, good backstitch, but it's still rather heavy. So anyway, let's go ahead. This is March 1996. This was not, I was an adult by now. I'm not going to say my age, but I was an adult. And I don't remember this one. My sister would have loved this at her wedding. And she had pansies at her wedding. I may stitch this. I may stitch the yellow or the blue one. I don't have any stickies here. I didn't do that. I wrote down notes, but I didn't write down the ones, or I didn't sticky note the ones that I wanted to stitch. Well, I'll do that as I'm going along. Anyway, I think my sister would love this, so I won't do exactly probably the whole thing, but I may do like the blue one and maybe the pink one. But she had pansies at her wedding. This one is called Pansy Prom. Did I tell you this was $4 back in the day? It was $4 back in the day. It doesn't say Canadian, it's just US. Yes. Anyway, Pansy Prom, and it was designed by Sandy Gore Evans. This stitch is 173 stitches wide by 59 high. So, very pretty. I think the mat around that is beautiful, a perfect shade. All right, so in this issue we have an angel advertisement. None of those charts are in here, but they are advertised. We have letter to the editor, a letter from the editor, letters to the editor. Let's see, I wanted to show you this. This is sent in by Sandy Thompson, who commemorated the federal building in Oklahoma. I don't want to say the word because I don't want to get flagged, but in 1995, there was a big event in Oklahoma, and this commemorated it. It's in honor of all the children from Oklahoma City. In 1995, she did it with an alphabet from one of the previous issues. What else? Working on canvas, a lady was talking about round robin stitches. She was doing round robins from Houston all over the world. Her network, it said, was 157 stitchers for round robins. She was choreographing all of that, which is amazing. Anyway, changing colors on previous patterns, things like that. All right, so here's another picture of the Pansy Prom. That's on a blanket. And you see all the colors. See the color list? All right. Next one is called United in Love. This is by Cooler Design Studio. That's it right there. This is 54 stitches wide by 75 stitches high. And there's no specialty stitches and no specialty fibers either. You get backstitch. All right, next. Oh, I need something to cover up that. Let's see here. Boop-de-doo. I'll take a card. I started, and I was going to mention this later, I started cutting my Christmas cards up, and I'm going to use them as floss, what do you call it? floss cards, like this one. And I'm also going to use it as a pattern cover-upper. This is called Greatest Kid on Earth. Here the tiger stitched on a sweatshirt using the waste canvas. Also gives you a circus animal mix recipe. Greatest Kid on Earth is 73 stitches wide by 55 stitches high, and it is from Terry Lee Steinmeier. Steinmeier? It's cute. Cute. For the animal mix: popcorn, brown sugar, butter, corn syrup, salt, baking soda, vanilla, animal crackers, chocolate covered peanuts, and candy corn. That looks yummy. Okay, next is called Fisherman's Friends. I call it the fishing line because you have a line of fish, but they are the fishing lures. You get this pattern and then these singles. So the line itself is 109 wide by 58 stitches high, and these are designed by Janet Oxford Yearly, right? Yes. And the little ones are 35 stitches wide by 30 stitches high. So you get this one and that one and that one. For Father's Day stitching. Yearby, not yearly, Janet Oxford Yearby. Okay, so it says designs are Janet Oxford Yearby, but the needlework adaptations, so I guess the artwork is Janet's. Needlework adaptations are Jane Chandler's. I do remember reading in the back of this one, it talks about how the artist, a lot of the stitching designs are from artist paintings or, what did it say? It's in the back. It is, let's see here. Adapted from original artwork. Yeah, paintings, drawings. Yeah. And then they put them in the computer at the time. You remember the computers from 96? Remember dial-up from 96? Okay, moving on. There is a designer. This goes in the right. This designer painted the teapots. So it is an artist spotlight of the teapots that she painted and about her. And then the teapots were turned into stitching, which it's not exactly the same, but it is quite close. It's called Timeless Teapots. Artwork by Frankie Buckley, which is this nice lady. And the adaptation was by Mark Brockburn. Let me look on the chart. I cannot read my writing. Brockman. Even one of those would be pretty. So pretty. Though the entire set, Timeless Teapots, is 186 stitches wide by 64 stitches high. Flosstube knows. Okay. And then we have Garden Glories. This is a series, so you have, the series is called Garden Glories. The one you get this issue is called Spring Bulbs. And then the other one is called Summer Blooms. I'll get it right. So Both of those designs are 51 stitches wide by 130 high. And the Summer Blooms is in the May issue of 1996. These are designed by Sandy Gore Evans as well. It's pretty. Spring bulbs and summer blooms. Okay. Oh, the floss list. Let me show you. Let's see if I can do it without. Look at the floss list. That's why it's so pretty. It's because there's a lot of floss there. Quarter stitches, half stitches. All right. The next one is Santa Claus University by Vicki Howard. 95 stitches high. I'm sorry, 95 stitches wide and 50 stitches high. If you recognize this, there's a reason. I saw this in here. I thought, I have seen that before. It is in. Let me show you. It is in this Leisure Arts book. It is 29 Leisure Arts leaflet. It says leaflet, but this is the book. 29.30. That's what the cover looks like. And it is right here. So, if it looks familiar to you, that's where you've seen it, unless you've got another one by Vicki Howard. And it is 95 stitches wide by 50 stitches high. Also on the same picture. Also on the sweatshirt. I want to do this. I don't want to do it on a sweatshirt, but I do want to do this. All right. These are called cutie pies, and these are little lambs. So this one on the little wagon is 60 stitches wide by 28 stitches high. And then this one is 49 stitches wide by 28 stitches high. And then the cutie pie is 39 stitches wide by 28 high. So you get the three designs, cutie pie, and then the wagon, and then the standing. And those are lammies. I thought they were piggies, but they're lambs, little lambs, which makes sense because there's lambs, stuffed animals. Those are by Terry Lee Steinmeier as well. Okay. And then we have a highlight. This is called a highlight because it's a new media? No, what's the word? A new thing to stitch on, I guess. It's called Ada Plus. And it is a 14 count, but it has been conditioned, or they did a, what did they say, a patented. Ada Plus is a 14 count, 100% cotton from Zweigart that has been put through a patented process that allows it to be cut, shaped, or contoured without unraveling, splitting, or fraying. So kind of half, well, it's not half, it is Ada, but it could be treated as perforated paper, I guess. So you get these three designs. The take note one is 54 wide by 10 high. The message in a bottle is 42, where's the message in the bottle? 42 stitches wide by 13 high. And then the reminder, the finger pointing here, is 38 stitches wide by 13 high. And these were, what does it say? I don't remember if I had a designer on this one. Yes, Ruby Scott. So, they're magnets. Trim each piece close to the design and glue a magnet on the center back of each design. So, they're all magnets. know if it's still around. I've not seen anything called Ada Plus. I don't know. Have you stitched with it? All right. That's the last design. They had a contest for designs with heart. There's not any chart. There are not any charts shown. Sometimes they'll show a design contest and the top maybe 4 or 5 winners, and then they'll show the chart. They'll give us a chart of the winner, but nothing on that. So they're just announcing the contest. Then they have an advertisement for braid cloths. Who? Raise your hand if you stitched on a braid cloth. Me. I still have several of the braid cloth patterns. It's like a 2-page little leaflet thing. So, several braid cloths. There's waist canvas, that kind of thing. A buyer's guide also. This will, any of the design, not any, but most of the designs, they'll send you the fabric and the finishing things for it. You get Lugana, all the things. Let's see, miscellaneous, Ada's, the Ann cloth. I don't know what, oh, that's the Afghan. That's the Afghan in the pillow. And then at the end it talks about how they use the computer generated images from the artwork. And that's how they do it. And they have selected people doing like the bears and the little cutesy things versus the flowers and scenery, which makes sense because some people are better at doing all the precise work of a full coverage type piece versus the whimsical characters. So that's just neat. Love it. And then all the stitches, all the past, not all the past. It has several of the past. Don't miss a stitch. Several of past issues that you can get. So that is it. That was the For the Love of Cross Stitch in March of 1996. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you would stitch, if you would stitch any. I told you what I would stitch going through. I do need to mark that before I put this up. But I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed flipping through it with you. I will see you in the comments and next time. Bye.